Several police officers on the hot seat for a supposed cover-up of a 6.7 billion peso drug bust in Tondo, Manila, October last year. The Philippine National Police says it is open to a Senate inquiry into the circumstances surrounding the drug haul to clear its name. Meantime, criticism aimed at the government for allowing the United States to expand the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or Edca, sites. They fear the Edca may compromise the country's security if it's dragged into any possible shooting war between superpowers.
Sa kagustuhan nating makakuha pa ng mas maraming drugs. Makakuha pa tayo ng isang bodega pa, mas malaki dito sa nahuli natin na 90. Kinlirans po natin yan sa nakakataas sa atin na magsagawa ng follow-up operation. Unfortunately, may concern, biglang na-cancel yung operation na yun. Dahil ang concern nga po ng ating si PNP ay baka biglang patayin si Mayo.
Good evening. I'm Pia Hontiveros. Welcome to your weekly political appointment fix, politics as usual. The Philippine National Police saying it has long been aggressive in its campaign against illegal drugs and is willing to cooperate into a planned investigation of the Senate on the biggest drug haul last year in Manila. Let's get the side of our first guest tonight, the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs Chairperson, Senator Bato de la Rosa. Good evening, Senator de la Rosa. Thank you very much for being with us. Sir, well, let's begin with this. A while ago, we heard the statement of General Narciso Domingo of PDEG, the PNP Drug Enforcement Group. Do you know this General Domingo and the others na pinaglilive ni Secretary Benher Abalos? Are you familiar with their names? What is their service reputation, if you knew when you were Chief PNP?
So far, I have no personal dealings with them when I was the Chief PNP. Hindi ko masyadong kilala yung mga pinapangalanan ng mga opisyal.
So, Senator, hindi nyo sila nabalitaan ever?
Yung kuan lang, yung nalaman ko na lang yung si Mayo na noon ay tinapon natin sa basilan dahil nga nasa watchlist siya being Ninja Cup. Tapos pati yung kanyang CO, yung kanyang boss na si Lieutenant Colonel Ibanez na nasa listahan din yan, nasa watchlist din yan, tinanggal yan dito sa Metro Manila, tinapon yan na I'm not sure kung sa Cebu ba yun o sa somewhere in Mindanao. So yun yung mga tao na yan ay may alam ako noon.
So tinapon sila because, as you said, nasa watchlist sila ng di umano'y ninja cops. Pero nakabalik sila at nakabalik sa PDEG.
Yun ang nangyari.
And sila din yung mga, well, like Ibanez, was he on the list of the names that Secretary Benher Abalos read out?
Yes, kasama siya doon nasa listahan siya.
Well, sir, you did ask that question kung paano sila nakabalik. Paano nga ba sila nakabalik, sir? Could you answer your own, your own question and the question in most everyone's minds?
I was able to find that out during our committee hearing when I asked the PNP kung sino makapagsalita, bakit nakabalik yung mga ninja cops na tinapon natin sa Mindanao. Sumagot sa akin yung si IDG ngayon, director na si Colonel General Bungkaramat, who was then the director of PDEG at that time, that he was given instructions by higher ups to select people from among those ninja cops who were thrown out to Mindanao to be reprojected into the illegal drugs arena para makakuha sila ng accomplishment. So ito ngayon, si isa yan si Ibanez, napili nila na ibalik dito sa Metro Manila para mag-operate ng drugs. At si Ibanez naman, si Colonel Ibanez, kasi nakiusap siya na hindi daw siya maging effective na drug operator kung wala yung pinagkatiwalaan niya na tao niya. Yung
Si Mayo.
tao talaga niya na kanyang trusted man niya in the person of Police Master Sergeant Mayo. So, yun, si Mayo, kinuha na rin doon sa Basilan, binalik dito sa Metro Manila at nilagay pa as intelligence officer ng PIDEG NCR office.
Sir, nung si General Karamat, he was PDEG noong panahon ng sinong Chief PNP at that time?
The Chief PNP, I think, that time was, if I'm not mistaken, General Gamboa or General Sinas.
Archie
Nasa
Gamboa.
dalawa yan.
Archie
General
Gamboa or
General
Debold Sinas. Kailan po itong hearing na ito, sir?
Yung first hearing na ginanap ko regarding diyan sa yung isang toniladang shabu na na-recover diyan, yan yung nasa video na yan.
Oo. Sir, kailan nga po yung hearing na yon? What month and year para malaman natin kung sino yung Chief PNP at the time?
Hindi, yung hearing na yon ginanap natin last hindi ko maalala kung February or
Okay.
March. Ginanap natin. This year.
Alright. Pero yung nung binalik sila sa pwesto, yung sinasabi po ninyo na sinabi po ni Karamat, ni General Karamat na utos ng higher ups na ibalik yung mga tinapon na sa Mindanao, ibalik sa PDEG. So kailan po 'yon? Itong February lang? Hindi.
Ay, hindi. No, matagal na.
Yun yung yun nga yung panahon ni... okay.
During panahon pa hindi pa umalis si Pangulong Duterte. Patapos na yung term ni President Duterte, binalik sila dito sa Metro Manila. At ang sabi ni Karamat, that was the instruction coming from the higher ups, particularly yung Director for Intelligence. So,
sino po yung Director for Intelligence at that time?
I have to find out, Pia.
Sige, sir.
I have to find out.
Sir, can we also find out kung sino po yung Chief PNP? Because you're saying it's either Archie Gamboa or Debold Sinas. Para lang po to be fair. But anyway, sir,
Yes.
I have a few more questions. No? Was this shocking to you? Was this incident shocking to you? Itong, itong yung pinakita nga sa CCTV na maraming opisyal ang pumunta doon. Tapos yung statement, yung paliwanag ni General Narciso Domingo, yung kwento niya. Was this shocking to you?
Well, mahirap mag-prejudge without a proper investigation. Sabi ko nga yung SITG dapat ng PNP, which they promised to come up with a credible investigation pertaining to this matter, ay makagawa na ng final investigation report nila. Pero kung basihan mo lang itong video, hindi ako makadraw kagad ng conclusion na Pia. I don't know, hindi natin, kulang tayo sa audio. Ang video is ano bang nakita mo, Pia? Can you discuss it to me? Ano bang nakita mo dyan?
Well, like you said, no, wala kasing audio, but ang detalye is that there were supposed to have been several officers who went there, including this General Benjamin Santos, who was supposedly the number 3 man, Deputy Chief for Operations at the time. So, and that is another question that I wanted to ask you, sir, no? Is that a regular occurrence? Ganung kataas na opisyal ay pupunta sa isang area na ganon. But I wanted you to answer that question, sir. When we come back, we'll continue the discussion after the break.
Sa
Sa aming pag-uusap ng ating Chief PNP, siya po ay magbibigay ng pahayag dito sa mga darating na araw. Meron lang siyang iniintay pang mga reports at binabasang reports. At pag nabasa niya po yon at nakarating na sa kanyang tanggapan, siya po ay magbibigay ng pahayag.
Welcome back. This is Politics as Usual. Still with us, Senator Bato de la Rosa. And we'll be joined later on in the program by Cagayan Governor Manuel Mamba on another topic. Senator Bato, yung tinatanong ko po about if I'm not mistaken, the number 3 man of the PNP at the time, I think he's retired now, General Benjamin Santos. Is that unusual or is that a run-of-the-mill thing that you have ganung kataas na opisyal sa isang na lumilitaw ang pangalan sa ganito?
That's normal, no? Kapag binigyan siya ng instruction ng Chief PNP na busy ako, ikaw munang pumunta doon, TERP naman niya yun dahil that is anti-drug operations. He is the Deputy Chief PNP for operations. So, okay lang na nandun siya dahil he is a member of the chain of command.
So okay lang na nandun siya dahil member of the chain of command. However, ang nangyari dito sa insidente daw umano, inangkaf at pinakawalan si Sergeant Mayo. Is that a normal thing? Can you release someone who is arrested in an operation so that he can lead you to a bigger target? And if that is so, sir, where in the rules or procedures of the PNP is this written down?
Wala yan sa rules ng PNP. Kanya-kanya diskarte na yan doon sa field, no? Kung whatever situation you are in, baka binula sila ni Mayo na I will lead you to a bigger drug hole, sir. Kung huwag niyo ipabulabog na ako ay nahuli, baka nabula nila siya, yung mga opisyal nandun, baka ganun ang ginawa. But ganun pa man, I don't see any operational or tactical advantage kung i-uncuff mo yung isang suspect ng ganung kalaking isang toniladang drugs. Hindi ko maisip bakit i-uncuff mo unless meron kayong planong iba. Pwedeng i-uncuff ninyo siya.
Unless, sir, he was an asset for this particular operation, ganun po ba? I mean, there's so many questions. Even you are asking so many questions. I suppose these are questions that you will be asking pag natuloy na yung Senate investigation.
Well, during our Senate hearing, I was able to read the report coming from PDEA. PDEA, it's not a report of PDEG. A report coming from PDEA na nagsasabi na mukhang muntik na ngang hindi makasuhan si Mayo if not for the insistence ng pagdating daw ni General Santos, hinahanap itong si Mayo at hindi ito pumayag na mawala sa scene si Mayo, kaya kailangan kasuhan si Mayo. So that's what I read from the reports coming from PDEA.
Si General Santos, sir, yung DCO, siya nag-insist na isama sa kaso?
Yes. Siya nagsabi doon na nasaan si Mayo, bakit wala dito? Sabi, sir, nandun daw sa sasakyan. Bakit ganun? Apparently, si General Santos pa ang nag-insist na hindi mawala si Mayo sa crime scene. Dapat andun siya at makakasuhan. So yan ang nabasa ko sa report ng PDEA. So I hope masinsinang investigasyon ang gagawin nila dito dahil yung ibang opisyal na nabanggit, hindi naman ibig sabihin porque nabanggit sila ay guilty na kaagad sila, no? Kailangan talaga ng malalimang investigasyon dito.
So you said you are quoting from the report of PDEA, the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, and sabi po ninyo hindi sa report ng PDEG. Nabasa po ninyo yung report ng PDEG. How different is it from this PDEA report?
Different. Yung PDEA version, yung report
Version.
nila, hindi ko na binasa pero mas naniniwala ako doon sa report ng PDEA because kumbaga hindi bias yung sa PDEA dahil they are not a party to that operation. Sila talaga ay nag-obserba from afar. Sila yung hindi sila yung na-bypass, hindi rin sila yung nag-bypass. Kaso lang may participation sila doon being the PDEA as the primary anti-drug enforcement unit of the land. So lahat ng mga operations ay dadaan sa kanila. So yan ang nagiging report nila na ganun daw.
So mas pinaniniwalaan nyo ang mas pinaniniwalaan
General
ninyo
Santos, baka nakalusot ito si Mayo. Baka hindi ito nagawa na ito ng istorya na ang ipapalabas na lang na nahuli doon yung caretaker ng yung lugar na yan, yung pinagmamay-ari ni Mayo. Yung caretaker na lang lalabas diyan na suspect, hindi na kasama si Mayo. Kung hindi yun naagapan.
So mas pinaniniwalaan nyo pa ang report ng PIDEA, and I suppose these are questions you will ask sa Senate investigation. Na yung committee po ba ninyo ang will lead the investigation?
Siguradong pupunta yan doon sa committee ko dahil kung matuloy yung sinasabi ni Senator Bong Revilla na mag-file siya ng resolution to conduct an investigation dito sa tila massive cover up in this drug mess, then mapupunta yan sa committee ko. Then I will conduct the investigation.
Nakausap niyo na po ba si General Santos, Benjamin Santos, the former DCO? And will you invite him to the hearing?
Automatic yan kasi nabanggit yung pangalan niya. Lahat ng binanggit ni Secretary Abalos na
Imbitado.
mga apparently involved diyan sa cover up, then ipapatawag natin yan sila.
Nakausap niyo na po ba si General Santos, sir? Tumawag po ba siya sa inyo? Or did anyone call you about this mess in the PNP?
Ako mismo tumawag sa kanya.
Kay Santos?
Tinawagan ko siya kanina or kahapon. Tinawagan ko siya, tinanong ko siya, ano ba talagang papel mo doon? Bakit naisama yung pangalan mo? Kasi ang nabasa ko sa report ng PDEA is nung dumating ka, saka pa nagkalinawan na mayroong Mayo na suspect na dapat kasuhan, na hindi ka pumayag na kasuhan ito na mawala sa eksena si Mayo. Yan yung sabi ko sa kanya. Sabi niya, parang gano'n nga nangyari, sir. Naisama ang pangalan ko, but hindi naman directly ina-accuse siya for whatever participation. Nasama siya dahil nandun siya sa area during that time. Yun ang sabi niya.
Okay. Nasama yung pangalan and then retired na po siya, hindi po ba, sir?
Di ba? Due for retirement pa siya.
When po?
I think October.
October.
Or basta within this year.
Well, I brought up...
Retirement.
Okay. So I brought up retirement because si Santos pala, sorry, hindi pa pala retired. October. Tapos, speaking of retirement, si General Azurin is retiring on April 24. And if I'm not mistaken, this is exactly what generals and officials who are about to retire don't want to happen, hindi po ba? Na para bang there's a cloud hanging over your head, something like this, no? And these are very grave accusations, hindi po ba, Senator Bato?
That is the last thing that you want to happen to your career before retirement, na madawit ka sa ganong klase kalaking kontrobersiya. Talaga mag-iingat ka dahil you want to have a peaceful retirement. Ayaw mo ng problema. So, ingat ka talaga pagdating sa ganyan. Ganun pa man, since nabanggit yung pangalan niya, he has to face the music. Harapin niya kung anong dapat pananagutan niya, kung dapat ba siyang kasuhan or hindi. Harapin niya yan. But for me, I'm not prejudging anything. Basis ko lang sa sinasabi ko, yung report coming from PDEA na without General Santos, Mayo could have
Gone
gone in thin
scot-free,
air.
ah. Mhm.
Mukhang
Okay.
nag-disappear.
Okay.
Na-evaporate ito si Mayo.
Oo.
Kung hindi nag-insist si Santos na kasuhan yung Mayo na yan at dapat i-treat siya as a suspect talaga. Kasi parang gustong palalabasin ng mga nandoon na ang suspect na lalabas ay yung caretaker lang ng building. Yung may-ari ng building ay si Mayo naman na yung WPD na yon, yung Wellness and Physical Development, anong tawag ng building na yon na ginamit nilang front sa kanilang drug business. Doon nila tinago yung mga droga nila.
Okay.
So,
Senator, one last
front
question. Oo. One last question na lang po. Nakausap niyo rin po ba si Chief PNP Asurin?
hindi pa. Tungkol dito?
Yes. Not yet.
Hindi pa.
Oo.
Hindi pa.
Okay, well, retiring siya April 24. So, this is, like you said, this is just the thing that you don't want to happen pag-retire mo na. Tapos, meron pa po siyang, nag-lead, I mean, he's part of that 5-man committee investigating all these generals and colonels.
Sabi ko nga, dapat before siya mag-retire, maayos na itong yung 5-man committee, yung results ng assessment ng 5-man
Okay.
committee ay matapos na kagad para before he bow out of the service, plansado na yung problema na yan.
Kaya lang, mga 10 to 12 days, 1.5 weeks na lang to go. Malabo na yun. Anyway, Senator Bato de la Rosa, maraming salamat po, sir, sa inyo. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Pia. Magandang gabi.
We'll be right back. This is Politics as Usual. You're still on Politics as Usual. With us tonight is the governor of Cagayan province, Manuel Mamba. Governor Mamba's province is going to host 2 additional sites for the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement or Edca with the United States. Governor Mamba, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Sir, let's go directly into the questions. At first, you said you didn't like the idea of an Edca site in your province, and then you said, and I remember you saying that on the show, on this same show, and then you said you would abide by the President's decision, and now you're calling on Cagayanons to make their sentiments known and to protest against this. Can you clarify, sir, your position? Because it's a bit confusing. So ano po ba talaga? You are for or against these EDCA sites in your province?
Has always been very clear. I am against.
All right, we have a little bit of a signal problem with Cagayan Governor Manuel Mamba, but he is, as we could clearly hear him say, I am against the EDCA site. So we're trying to get him back on Zoom, but in the meantime, we're trying to get him on the phone first while we have signal problems. Earlier, Cagayan Governor Manuel Mamba registered his protest of these EDCA sites, saying that it could make things difficult for the province of Cagayan just in case there is a shooting war between the U.S. and China over Taiwan. And he says that additional EDCA sites in the province were not welcome in his province. We're trying to get him back right now to join us. So he's on Zoom? Or okay. So Governor Mamba, sinabi po ninyo you are against the EDCA sites. How exactly, sir, do you want your constituents to make their sentiments known? Are you going to call for a protest rally, for example, sir?
There are convener groups here now in the province. And I am for a prayer rally at the Rizal Park on Monday.
I hope I could hear you very clearly, sir, kasi nakakat po yung linya. But you are saying that you have called for a prayer rally in a park on Monday. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Group of Magallanos holding a rally, and I was invited. Got my assistance, government, because they will government. And I will be there. So
All right. Governor Mamba, earlier in the last few months, last few years actually, you've been speaking about, and you did tell us this on the show a few months back, a few weeks back, na merong mga Chinese projects and businesses in your province. What exactly are these, sir? Does this include the port in Apari, for example, the heavy industrial port? And are Chinese funds going to be used to build this international airport in Piat and this so-called smart city and the double track railway? Are these Chinese funds, po, sir?
no, these are Malaysian, Chinese consortium. No, and they offer feasibility study of the same. 7.1 billion US. This not welcomed by the provincial legislative body. They did want that to be passed by this Chinese consortium. There is no money involved, and yet they did not approve. But I've endorsed them for memorandum of agreement with this consortium.
Sir, sorry, 8:29, one last minute to go and the line is so bad. Malaysian-Chinese consortium, so Malaysian nationals and Chinese nationals. So Malaysian funds and Chinese funds. Tama po ba, sir?
I suppose ganun siguro.
So meron pong Chinese
because
funds. So meron pong Chinese
Yeah.
funds for this Apari port.
These are business people.
Yes, yes. Oh, I mean, so Malaysian businessmen and Chinese businessmen. All right. Well, sir, nako, it's 8:29 na rin and ang sama na rin po ng signal. Governor Mamba, I hope I can do an interview with you tomorrow on Newsnight so that we can get the full picture of this. No, but we're talking about these big projects in Cagayan. And you're saying this is backed by a Malaysian-Chinese consortium. So Malaysian businessmen and Chinese businessmen. Anyway, Governor Manuel Mamba of Cagayan, sir, thank you very much for joining us. We've been told before, don't talk politics at the dinner table or the family reunion or in Viber groups and risk warfare, digital or otherwise. But we can talk about it here at this table on this show, your weekly political appointment fix, politics as usual. I'm Pia Hontiveros. See you back here next Wednesday, 8 p.m.